Good morning. Happy Monday, ladies. It's a great day. Take some big, deep breaths, right? Sometimes in Mondays, we're waking up like, oh my God, really? I had the weekend, I was feeling good and now I'm feeling tired. So just get some oxygen to your brain and it's going to be a really awesome day today. Okay. You choose how today is going to be. Just remember. So, good morning. So, I want to just quickly pop on and talk to you guys how to eliminate muscle imbalances, aka one side is stronger than the other. You could have muscle imbalances that you don't even realize that you have, which could lead to injury, putting you out longer or just not making you feel good. And so, I'm going to give you a few strategies to handle that. So one of the first and main things that you can do are single limb movements. So let's say you're doing a shoulder press. You could go alternating, right? One, or you could even, let's get this back. You could even just be sitting or standing, holding the dumbbell and then pressing, put the dumbbell down, press, right? You can do single leg press, single leg leg extension, single leg squats, which I personally do. I either do body weight or I hold a kettlebell, like a goblet squat. I wouldn't do it with a barbell. I think that would be really intense. If you're doing chest press, you can have one arm just like lying out to your side and then chest press, or again, alternating. You can do, if you're familiar with a Landmine, so I would Google it if you're not familiar, but basically it's a barbell that you just, sometimes gyms have something you can put like the tip of the bar in. Sometimes you can just put it on the floor. And so let's say, let me show you. Let's say you're going to do a single arm row with the Landmine. You can just be down here and just row it. And so this arm is not moving, right? You're just stabilizing. So those are a few examples of single limb movements, but it is vital. Cable hip abduction. So if you're standing here and you have the cable around your leg, you're just going to be pulling it out to the side, right? Single leg 45-degree back extension is awesome. Single leg hip thrust is awesome. There is a stance with the barbell for a hip thrust. I think it's called a B stance. You can look that up. That one's actually pretty new in the fitness industry, at least that I'm aware of. I've never heard of that stance, but the fitness industry is changing so rapidly, so it's pretty fun. So that's a new one. So yeah, all of those help, okay? But another thing is you want to make sure that you're strong at all rep ranges. So this one time I had a client and all that person wanted to do was a 5x5. They refused to do any reps outside of really low rep, and they were really out of shape, and it just was really, really bad, okay? So you really need to do 15 reps. Sometimes do 20, sometimes do 30, sometimes do 8, sometimes do 5, sometimes do 10, right? You really want to be switching it up. This is a part of progressive overload, is changing your rep scheme, changing your tempo. So right now I have one where it's called like 21s. And so let's say for a lateral raise. So I'm doing 7 at the top. So I go 7, 6, right? 5. And then I do 7 full rep. And then I do 7 at the bottom. It just puts more time under tension on my shoulders in a way that I haven't done before. Another one you can do is like, let's say you're doing a row. Instead of just rowing, you can go 3, 2, 1, boom, 3, or the opposite, right? So just change the rep schemes, change the tempo a bit to, yes, you're creating a solid lifting foundation with that. Yes, you're getting muscle imbalances out with that, but you're also helping your body change, right? If you don't have progressive overload in your lifts or in your training program, you'll plateau, right? Same with nutrition. If your nutrition is not being tracked and changed when needed, you're going to plateau. Nutrition is huge. If you're not losing weight and you want to lose weight, it's most likely nutrition, okay? Let me know if you need help. Just send me a message and we can chat more about that. Okay, let me look at my notes. So stabilizers. We have these teeny little muscles all over our body that essentially help us stabilize. So when we do a Smith machine squat, the Smith machine, or even any machine, is stabilizing for you, right? So you can push back on the Smith machine and you're not really moving, right? It's holding you up. Great, because you can lift more weight, but you want to do exercises that your stabilizers are not being worked for you, right? So you need to get under a barbell, or for some people that might be too heavy. So you hold a goblet squat or even do body weight, depending where you're at in your fitness journey, because you need those teeny little muscles to work. If they don't work, you can be pretty easily injured just during normal daily activity, normal living, because your body isn't set up for success. So if you go running with your kids at the park, or you go do something and your body just hasn't really been trained to be fit and healthy, it can be really easy to be injured, okay? A way that I personally work stabilizers with my clients, I'm a corrective exercise specialist, and so I actually do a lot of therapy in their warm-ups. But you can do them too. You can just get bands. The movements are really slow. If you're interested in the therapies, let me know. Maybe I can do a live on it. Thank you, Leonette, is that how you pronounce it? That's beautiful. You are so awesome. Thank you. That actually really made my day. I appreciate it. It was like kind of a rough night last night with some things, so thank you. Like all morning I've been just like working to get my mindset right. You know, it's so important to get our mindset right. And you know, I practice what I preach, of course, right? And so thank you. That means a lot to me. Okay, so yes, be strong in all rep ranges. Work the muscles in different ways. So I know it's really easy to be like, okay, I'm going to do this routine in the gym. It's worked for me in the past, and let's see, Leanette. Okay, Leanette. Right. Nice. Thank you for that. So it's easy to go in the gym and say, I know what I'm doing because I've done this before and it's worked for me before, so I'm going to do it again. It's just not the case, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it's great when it does, but you need to be changing it. You need to be hitting your muscle groups from different angles, from different planes. So if you're doing, like, let's say a horizontal push, which would mean, like, let's say what's a good example? Let's say I'm laying on my back and doing a bench press, right? So that could be a horizontal push. Let's say I'm sitting and I'm doing a shoulder press. That's a vertical push. Well, you can also, my chair doesn't lean back much, but you can, well, actually it does. So you could be here, and then maybe in 4 weeks, do it here, right? So if you're leaning back a little bit, which is essentially an incline press, yes, you're bringing in your chest a little bit, but an incline press is a lot on your delt. So just have your body in different planes of motion. For example, a back extension. Do a 45-degree back extension, and then do a 90-degree back extension, and you can even do it in the same program. Oh my God, Joe, I'm so jealous. I just moved from Vancouver to Happy Valley, and now I have to find a new gym. And I'm like, I loved my gym so much. It never closed. It was always there. And now 24-Hour Fitness is like, we brought equipment outside. And I'm like, what does that mean? You know, how much equipment is outside? So I'm going to try to get there today. So I'm really jealous. You're so lucky. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Okay, the last thing I wanted to tell you is lift without shoes. I know that's becoming kind of a popular thing right now, and it is actually for good reason. I personally do it for ankle stability. Our ankles are constantly supported in our shoes all the time, and they don't really get worked. And so sometimes people think, my knees hurt because they're weak, or my hip hurts because my hip is weak, but it's like, actually, it might be your ankles. So, and even like, let's say your hip is hurting, but it might be your knee. And so we really need to target, especially the back, hip, knee, and ankle stability muscles, so we can create that solid lifting foundation, so we can be strong and not have those injuries. Also, let me show you. Let's see if you can see this. Here, let me just back up a little bit. I'm still kind of organizing my office, so bear with me here. So sometimes when people squat, their knees are going like this, right? Whatever way, their knees are going like this. So they automatically think that something's wrong with their knees. Well, actually, that could be the hip stability. So if you put a band around your knees and you sit like this, so I have a band around my knees, and you just go like that, it's gonna start working your glutes, but that is gonna strengthen your hip stabilizers. That's an awesome warm-up exercise. Another one you can do is throw a band around your ankles, slowly, side to side walk. Don't confuse that with a lateral band walk, right? Where you're going bam, 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 bam. That is for exercise. For therapy or for a warm-up, just go toe, heel, toe, heel. Nice and slow, nice and slow. That's gonna warm up all those little stabilizers as well. So I would do, and I do single leg calf raise barefoot, right? So I just find something in the gym, even a plate, and I'll just put my, like the ball of my foot on it, and then go all the way up and all the way down. So here's the ball of my foot, let's go right here. All the way up and all the way down. It's gonna work your ankle stabilizer a lot. It burns so bad. Let me read some of these messages. Yeah, Vancouver was amazing, but I want to be closer to family, so I'm like, okay, let's do it. And yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. Good morning, Julie. Yeah, Julie, you should always be doing barefoot. Well, maybe you're working out at home. You should always be barefoot. Literally every exercise, if you can, you should be barefoot, especially squatting, especially hip thrusting, all of that. It will help a lot. Julie, let's talk more about the hip. Let's chat more about that. Let me see what's going on, and I can give you some more exercises. Are you doing the preliminary drills in the workouts? Make sure that you are, because there's a lot of, even if you put a band around your knees and you do, it's a glute bridge, right? Now the world calls it a hip thrust, but it's a glute bridge just on the ground with a band. Slowly come up, bringing your knees out against the band, slowly back down. That's a great warm-up too for your hip stabilizers. They're called abductors, right? So we have adduction and abduction. So hip abduction is like this, right? So you can do it on a cable machine. I remember, okay, good, Julie. Keep doing, but send me actually some videos of you doing this. Adduction, I remember it as I'm adding to my body, right? And so just fun fact for you. Okay, I think that's all I have for this topic. Just make sure to get single limb movements, right? I still do them all the time. I have my clients do them all the time, because if you don't do them now, you're just gonna have to do them later. You're just gonna have to restart. Let's say you have an injury or whatever happens, like you're just gonna have to come back to them. So get your single limb movements, but also it shapes your body so well. It helps you grow muscles so well. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I can press 25 with my right. Why can I only press 20 with my left? Oh, I didn't realize all this time when I had the barbell, my right arm is actually carrying the weight up. And so doing the single limb movements will help that. It will create a more balanced physique, more balanced health, more balanced fitness, and will just make you a lot stronger, a lot happier, a lot healthier. And then those small exercises, those small single limb movements will make your deadlift stronger, your hip thrust, your squat. Those bigger compound lifts will get way stronger if you take care of the little ones in between, okay? All right, you guys, if you have questions, just let me know. If you want me to do, hey, Khaled, good morning. If you want me to do trainings on specific topics, just let me know. I'm more than happy to talk and teach about anything. I love it. It's very fun for me. And good morning to you all. I'm so grateful to have you all here. So yes, that's all I have. And I hope you guys have a great Monday. It's a great day. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Just keep reminding yourself all the love, all the positivity, all the self-love talk, okay? We have to feed ourselves with good and love all the time, even if it feels hard or uncomfortable. Just do it anyway. Just push past it and be like, yes, I'm awesome. I can do this. Today's great. I got this. Just constantly. It makes the day really good. So, yes. All right, you guys, have a great day. Talk to you later.